exemplifies the very essence of technological evolution. Dr. T. Ruso. Innovation happens at the intersection of deep research and real-world execution. True leadership isn't just about adapting to the future of technology, it's about engineering it. Dr. Ruso has truly lived this principle over an extraordinary 14-year career spanning research, academia, and industry leadership. Having earned his PhD from the prestigious CEG Anna University, his track record is filled with impactful contributions. During his time at IIT Madras, he was instrumental in developing vital secure networking tools and prototype designs for national level research initiatives, bringing together top institutions across India through a national knowledge network. Beyond academia, Dr. Ruso has brought his expertise to global tech leaders including Savita University, Wipro, IBM, and HCL Technologies. Today, he continues to drive transformation as a project manager at Cognizant Technology Solutions. From published research in network coding to the technical mastery in domains like generative AI, cloud engineering, blockchain, and security. Dr. Ruso seamlessly bridges high-level academic research with impactful industry execution. Sir, having someone of your caliber with us this afternoon is an incredible opportunity for all of us here. We are deeply honored by your presence and eagerly look forward to your insights. Everyone, please put your hands together and join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. T. Ruso. Please, sir.
Thanks for the opportunity. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank the management of RMK Engineering College, HOD Uday Kumar sir, Raja sir, and Dharani madam for inviting me to be here. It's a great opportunity for me as a computer networks researcher. So I am basically a computer networks researcher. It's a great honor to be here because most of the time I am getting different topics from So most of the time I will get different topics from different institutions. So I think this is the right topic for me to explain everyone. Machine learning techniques for intelligent intrusion detection and prevention system. Before moving to the topic, I have written a poem for the students. So I thought it will be covered full of faculty members. It's good to see the students also because ultimately we are serving to the students. Writing program is our job, checking condition is our goal, testing code is our primary, making platform is our profession, creating memory is our practice, showing demonstration on time, chatting with program is our hobby, speaking with logic is our passion, playing with for loop is our need, optimization is our objective, living as a programmer. So 2 years back or 1 year back, I thought that programming is not mandatory for the students because lots of AI tools have come and we are using right now. So I thought that how the education system is going because codes are there in the repository, internet. You can directly take and execute and get the output. So we don't need educational systems to create any applications because Cloud is there, Gemini is there. As a manager, as a business analyst, we can tell the AI tools will build the application. Later I understood a manpower is must to develop any applications. So maybe numbers will be reduced. So before to create the application, assume that 5 members we needed. Now only 1 or 2 is being reduced because of AI impact. Okay, so ultimately you need a programming. That's what my advice. Okay, so definitely you need a programming languages. So these are the outline of my session. Introduction to intrusion detection and prevention. Real world example of intrusion detection systems and prevention systems. Role of machine learning in IDP. How machine learning based IDP works. Example programming output. Top 5 machine learning algorithms. Algorithm comparison. Challenges and future works. Intrusion detection. Do you know what is intrusion? So when somebody is talking, interviewing their call. When there is one system, we are intervention of the system. It is an act of entering in or interfering in a space, system or simulation without permission. It implies an unwelcome or unauthorized presence, such an intrusion into someone's privacy or a network system. So think about network systems, don't think about the others. Okay, so assume that there is a big network, there are lots of systems are available, we are browsing, we are chatting, even assume mobile network also, we are chatting with WhatsApp. So it's a privacy communication between you and me or between you and your friends. So in between someone hacked your message. So that is the privacy issues. So that is happening. That's what intrusion or intervention. This should be avoided. Where? How it should be avoided or detected? So that we will see in the following slides. IDS is a security tool. So now it's all converted into tool. Because it's an old topic. Okay, IDS is an old topic. So when we were in IIT Madras during 2007 to 2008, 10, we were implemented the IDS tool using support vector machines in network laboratory. So right now it's all stabilized. No modern hacking, no modern packets. Till we are having HTTP packets, TCP packets, UDP packets, no XYZ packets. Okay, so packets are standard, messages are standard. We can able to identify the behavior of the packets, and so that's why they are converting into tools that monitors the network traffic or system activities to find the unauthorized access, malicious behavior or policy violation, and then alert system administrators. What is network intrusion? A network intrusion is an illegal activity carried out on digital network incursion, frequently entail the theft of valuable network resources and virtually always compromise a network security and data security. Suppose maybe many of you are using the ChatGPT, Claude, and Growth. Sometimes, if you give some your account number, IFSC code, the bank name, okay, that will store somewhere. Sometimes the Claude will use or using your credentials for debiting or crediting some amount. Okay, so that's happening. So don't share your credentials with the AA. Okay, so AA will keep on because it's out of box thinking. It is going out of box thinking. Sometimes it will use your credentials and do malpractice. What is an intrusion detection system? The intrusion detection system is a powerful security tool for preventing unwanted access to business network that monitors network traffic for suspicious behavior. Analysis, it is an advanced and issues warning when suspicious activities is detected. How it works? So, ideas easily detected as a student, as a computer science programmer, right? When someone is having different behavior, then he can easily identify, hey, he is the intruder. He can easily identify. Similarly, we have to write a program for identifying the intruder. So there are lots of policies to identify, methods to identify the intrusion detection. Signature based looks for data. We are looking at the data that matches the database to known attack patterns or signature. So there will be one database, for example, your register number starts with 2. In this entire college, your register number, all your register numbers starts with 2 series. Then everyone will be called as a RMK engineering students. If the series will be different, 3 series, 4 series, then they are not the RMK engineering college students. So based on the signature data, we can check and compare with the database, and then we can identify whether this is the malicious intruder or not. Then anomaly based detection. Use the statistical model. So statistical model means instead of finding the register number, we can identify the analytics, behavior based on the previous learning or machine learning to spot unusual behavior that breaks the normal baseline. So that is the anomaly. Here where we are going to implement machine learning, we are going to use fog ideas. Then passive monitoring. Passive monitoring means act as a watcher, listener, that log events and sends warning rather than actively blocking traffic. Unlike firewall, intrusion prevention systems. Firewall is the standard one, so that will not react. But as a passive monitoring, we are keep on listening and sending the log to somebody else. There are different classifications for intrusion detection system. Deployment method based, detection method based. In deployment detection based, host based and network based intrusion detection system. Detection method based having 2 classifiers, signature based, anomaly based. Again, further classifying that in detail. So intrusion detection has different types, different ideas, different intrusions, different detection techniques. There are 2 intruders, internal and external. Inside there will be some intruder will be there, so that intruder will affect the system. Sometimes it will come from outside. Majorly it will come from inside. Yeah, in our company also they are training us to monitor the internal behavior mostly. External activity easily monitored by the firewall, IDS tools. Okay, but internal monitor is not easy. So then types of IDs: network based, host-based, application-based, ideas for wireless network, denial of service prevents. These are the types of intrusions: denial of service, penetration, security systems, malicious uses, masquerade attacks, leakage. Techniques are signature-based, anomaly-based, stateful protocol analysis. Benefits of ideas: detects malicious activity, improves network performance, compliance requirements, provide insights. Limitations also there. False, sometimes it will give false result, false alarm, resource intensive, requires maintenance, doesn't prevent attacks, complex to manage. So this is the data flow diagram for ideas. From the where you will get the input. So just think about the network. Don't think about the other example. Packets are coming from the router. Okay. So in your house, where the packets will come. Suppose you have WhatsApp. WhatsApp is connected with the Wi-Fi, and the message will come from the outside router to inside Wi-Fi. Then the message is reached through your mobile phone. So always the router is the entry point. From the router, the data will come into your mobile phone. So between your mobile phone and the Wi-Fi, there will be some security is required. So if you are not installing any security, your message is being hacked by your brothers, sisters, daddy, mommy. Okay. So it's not possible, but some intrusion can be happen. So you have to prevent the intruders. So how can you intrude the intruders? You have to keep some ideas in between you and the router. Best always keep it from the router. So ideas tools always installed or implemented in the router. Okay. How many of you seen routers? Raise your hands. Okay, very good. So these are the necessary components today's world, right? So system will be there, system will be connected with the switches, and switch will be connected with the router, and router will be connected with the gateway or the outer external routers. Okay, so this is the link between you and the external systems. So to write the IDS program, there will be one program should be required to implement the IDS. The program modules are: one is feature extraction. For example, you have a data, one day data. Okay, so you are getting a message from different mobile phones, and you can easily analyze what are the messages are coming from the different mobile numbers. So gather all the data, keep it somewhere, and find out this. After keeping the data in this, you have to do some feature extraction. So feature extraction, after feature extraction, you have to do the data imbalancing, handling, data handling, and then classification. Then you have to detect. Okay. Say for simple example, there are lots of messages are there. You have to read and identify. Okay, this is what the feature extraction. You are reading. Some message will be rude. Some message will be unwanted. You can easily identify through English meaning or Tamil meaning. That's what extraction. So you are extracting something, labels. You are identifying the hard labels or malicious unwanted labels, unwanted words. So this is the features. So after feature extractions, you will classify. So these are the words are good, these are the words are bad. So what is high? So 99% is bad words, then is matching with the database or somewhere, then this is the intruder. Okay, so by feature extraction and classification, we can able to identify the intruders. So this is the major component in the intrusion detection system. Here, so there is a model, okay, feature extraction, classifier. So for feature extraction, I said simple example, right? But today, modern world, there are lots of languages, lots of digital network, lots of packets with different behavior. So we cannot have a simple program. We need a machine learning language program. There are lots of machine learning language for program for feature extraction, classification, and then we can find out. Okay, so right now top algorithm is deep learning. So do you know how deep learning arrives? Initially it will be artificial intelligence program, simple artificial intelligence program. So here many of the students are second year or third year? Second year. Super. I'll give the simple example just for thinking. Okay, so I'll give one name. You have to write a program and find out the name is girl name or boy name. Tell me the logic. Anyone? I'll give you a name, input is name, and you have to find out the name is girl or boy. Tell me the logic. Anybody please? Think and tell me. Please stand up and tell me. Simple logic. Boy side? Anybody? You have a name. The name is girl name or boy name. You have to write a program. What is the logic you will use? Last letter should be entered with I, A, mostly 80 to 90%. But some names will not be related between A or I. Very good. Your name please? What's your name? Good. Okay, very good. So he has, yeah, that's the logic. Okay, common sense. He is using common sense. Okay, so common sense is a computer science. So common sense should be applied into mathematical form, and mathematical form should be converted into programming, and then you will see the output. Same artificial intelligence also, common sense. Our knowledge is converted into mathematical knowledge converted into programming, and then you will see the output. So initially, around 60s, we have only artificial intelligence. Means, simple example, okay, common sense all converted into the computer language. There is no much complexity here. And then slowly machine learning. Machine learning means from the collection of data, 1 month data, 1 year data is going to be analyzed. From there we are going to identify whether this year will get more rain or not. Whether this year will get more income or not through YouTube. Okay. So collection of data, you have data sets. From the data sets, if you are going to analyze and find something, predict something, then this is the machine learning. And beyond that, so machine learning, sometimes some period of time machine learning will be used. But after that, machine learning won't be used. when you have large volume of data, you cannot use the machine learning. Okay, so between 2007 to 2010, we were using the machine learning concepts, not deep learning concepts. Okay, so during using the machine learning, we have done some prediction analysis. Okay, so after 2010, what happens? Or after 2015, what happens? So data are converted into videos. So during that period, Government of India thought to implement the NKN network, National Knowledge Network. So what is National Knowledge Network? It's a huge bandwidth. 1 Gbps data will arrive to your institution, and 10 Gbps data will be across the city. So the backbone network is going to be created with huge network, huge capable network. Why? Because they thought the future. Okay, in future, our students will use only the videos, not text data. Okay, so when we improve or increase the bandwidth, the technology will improve. Just think about bandwidth. So when I was doing PhD in IIT Madras, I have a 2 Mbps network. With the even that is not a packet switch network; it's a circuit switch network. Do you know what is packet switch network? Circuit switch network. Phone lines are connected. Phone line. What is the bandwidth of phone line? Anybody mobile computing study? Here? No, right? Ordinary phone line, landline. What is the bandwidth of ordinary phone lines? Around 600 kbps. When you connect 600 kbps, 10 into, for example, you are combining the 600 kbps into 1. What will be the output? 600 into 10, 6000. So 6000 K means 6 Mbps. Similarly, we have combined and done the video conferencing between the institutions. So our lab, we have usually always we have connected with the Delhi, okay, Prime Minister's office. They usually conduct the meeting. Even the UPSC kind of soft equipment will be done in our lab. So during that time, our professor cannot able to go to the Delhi. Okay, so he has set up. He has done the setup of video conferencing with 2 Mbps. So that day, that is not possible. Okay, so using the 2 Mbps network, we have done video conferencing that time, 1-to-1. Nowadays it's not like that, right? So we are doing the 10 members in a group, we are doing the video conferencing, 100 members there in video conferencing group. So why? What happened between 2010 to 2026 for the past 16 years? What is happening? Tell me anyone. Bandwidth is increased. Okay, bandwidth increased. So 2 Mbps is now, how many Mbps you are using right now? 50, 60 in your mobile phone. How much Mbps speed in your no, in your house? What is the speed of your internet? 500? Tell me clearly. So in my house I am using 200 Mbps. Okay, 200 Mbps is right now it's high. Okay, but in those days we have used only 2 Mbps. Now we have 200 Mbps. we can do video conferencing. That's the difference. So when bandwidth increase, technology is also increased. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Technology. So all the what is the current technology? Can anybody tell? What is the current technology? Technology. Everyone saying technology is increased. Technology is so high. What is the technology? What is increased? Artificial intelligence technologies there now. Okay. Then blockchain. Okay. So these are the new technologies on AI and the blockchain. So right now, because it's again converting. Sir, what time? 1:30. 1:20. Okay. So I'll just give some history. Okay. So when I was doing my undergraduate, there will be one system, server. There are lots of monitor and keyboard. There is no CPU. This structure, what is the called? What called as this structure? Thin client. Okay. What do you know? Do you know what is meant by thin client? There will be one server, and all the machines are having only monitor and keyboard. So what is the purpose? Type and see. That's it. There is no CPU. There is no processing happening in every individual systems. This is called thin client. So during my UG days, we were using that kind of structure, that kind of network. That is Unix networks. We call it as Unix, Xenix. Okay. So because that time we don't have infrastructure, we don't have system. We'll type the program. The program will be executed in server and then it will come back. Okay. So this is what we used 30 years back, or I have started 99, 25 years back. Are you using same kind of structure now? Raise your hands. Are you using same kind of structure now? I am telling yes. Yes, we are going to use same kind of structure. But you are not able to imagine, but I will tell you. Okay. So A, you are prompting something. You are prompting something in your mobile phone, Meta AI you are using, Grok, ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot. You are typing something. Is it processing in your mobile phone? No. You have a keyboard and monitor. Learning algorithm is there in Amazon Cloud, Google Cloud, and the other cloud. Now, are you understand? CPU is somewhere. You have only keyboard and monitor. So, learning algorithms is there in the cloud. Now, we are also right now we are in thin client. So, in server, the algorithm is running, and you are hitting through API and getting the response. Okay, so this is today also we are doing same kind of things. So few images I am just showing you for understanding purpose. So messages are coming from the network, and you are analyzing in your site, and you are finding out whether the packets are malicious or not. Okay, so these are all examples. So old conventional IDS system is above, modern IDS is below. What is added in the modern IDS? Deep learning. Okay, so conventional system IDS doesn't need the thin client. We should have a CPU for conventional IDS. But right now, the CPUs cannot able to handle the IDS system. Why? How? Because you need a lakhs and lakhs of CPUs to compute or implement the AI system. To implement deep learning, you cannot simply use your laptop or system. You need 100 laptops. Okay, so the infrastructure, you don't have a infrastructure. Okay, so that's why it's all there in the cloud. Okay, so all the infrastructures are there in the cloud, and the cloud is computing, and the answer is you are getting the answers. So conventional system is not having the servers. Sorry, it's not. It can be easily computed by your machine, and the modern idea system cannot be able to do it in your machine. It should be there in the cloud. So this is what the current AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. So there is a neural network is there, right? The below table, there is a neural network. So this is the base for all the current AI. So you are using fraud AI, agentic AI. There are lots of AIs, right? So all the AIs are using the neural networks. So deep learning based based AIs are being used right now. So this is what we have to study, we have to implement in future. So these are the steps. Again, okay. So this is the example. Data sets. Once the data sets received by you, you have to do the analysis, and you have to do the pre-processing, and then reduction dimensionality. You have to do it through algorithm. The example is PC algorithm. Here fine tuning is happening, feature selection is happening, training set data, testing data is applied to configure CNN. Here CNN algorithms are being used. Okay, and then it will be compiled. Model is being compiled, and then it will be trying the model, and intrusion detection will be detected and classifying the results. Okay, this is the example diagram for intrusion detection systems. Okay, now coming to the implementation part. So far, some idea, you got some idea. Idea means it's oral. Okay, so you will get this in this side, and you give out the outside, right? So you have to implement. That's what I asked sir to bring your laptop. Okay, students or faculty members should bring their laptop. So if you go outside, or if you have laptop, you bring it after the break, lunch break. Bring your laptop. We will do some experiments, hands-on experiments, so that we'll understand. Okay, so how IDS is working. So initially, you should start with the initial program, a simple program. First, initially, you have to do cybersecurity program. So what cybersecurity program? You need to install some libraries. The commands are given here. Pipe install. If you are having the Python, so you have to do pipe commands. PIP install SCAPI. This is one of the popular library for handling the requests and responses. So today's words are dealing with the requests and responses. Okay, so we call it as the REST APIs. So if you want some data, easily call REST API and get the data. Okay, so means in our period we usually get the data from the pen drive and a disk, hard disk, a floppy disk. Now it's not required. If you want data set, you can hit some API, and the data set will be transferred to your machine, or you can simply use the API in the direct API will having the. You don't need to transfer the data sets. You can call the system, call the API, and take the data sets from your place to the other place. Okay. So this is what we call it as the request and responses. So HTTP request is being used to transfer the data. So a little bit cryptography example will do it, and the para-info SSH connection through programs. I'm telling these are all through programs we are going to see. Okay. So I have given one link, Geeks for Geek link. You can refer. When coming after break, lunch break, you just refer the Geeks for Geek links, Python related codes will be there, and then we will execute. Okay, so we'll stop this session right now, and you go for the lunch, come back, and then we will do some demonstrations. Bring your laptop and do some demonstrations. Thank you. How can we create the REST API and hit one URL and get the response? So this is the URL https://api.example.com/data. So this is used to get or retrieve the data set from various machines. Just hit this API and try to get the response. There are lots of response are there. 200 is the success response. 5x related things are service call failure. 40401 are some authorization issues. Similar to that, there are lots of response codes are there. Just execute only one program for understanding the networks. Just we are hitting the targeted point, and we are checking is it available or not. If it is available, then it returns the 200. If it is not available, it returns the some other the response. It should be 503 service call failure, something else. Okay, please ensure that whether you are able to execute or not. To execute this, you need to install. There are some libraries. We'll see. So based on your error, we will execute or install some libraries. Okay. So this is the command. Initially, you please use pipe command. Pipe install scapy request cryptography paramicro. So after executing this line, you proceed for the typing the program, or after typing the program, just try to execute. Please note down this command, pipe command. First, you please note down this type command in somewhere, notepad or somewhere, and later you start to execute the program. So meantime, I would like to know about the faculty members who are all attending here. Can you please introduce yourself from where you are coming and what kind of research you are doing and what is your expectations?
Sir, I'm Dr. Kripa from St. Joseph College of Engineering. Actually, I belong to physics domain. Since we have the quantum computing paper this year, it has been introduced in our syllabus. So out of my own interest, I'm attending this course.
Super, madam. So computer science is born from physics, then maths, and then it's now. So initially, computer science department belongs to mathematics department. So physics teachers only handling computer science in 90s. So later on, the computer science faculty is taking over. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Dr. Usha Ravi, professor from R&D Engineering College. Basically, I am in EEE department. So now in SMS department, first year students are coming now this year. So I am doing MTech at SRM, which is sponsored by our management. So I am doing in AIDS. I am interested for attending the classes. Data of the topics. First year over. We are in second year.
Thanks to hear you.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Dr. Ronika from Tech High Tech, from Department of Mathematics. Actually, we have started, in initial days, we have only MATLAB for students, but nowadays we have Python, Mathematica, R program, everything. So I have interest in this. So
Yeah, whatever you want to implement, you use Python program.
yes, sir.
It facilitates everything.
Yes, sir.
Lots of libraries, mathematical libraries.
Yes, sir.
Please utilize. It's a freehand tool, freehand programming language. Python is a freehand programming language. Whatever you want, you can easily implement and see the output.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I don't know whether you are having the laptop or not, but please execute one or two programs. So this is all related to networks. Okay, so I will just introduce some network libraries so that you can understand. Similar to that, you can import. I'll just on the fly. I'll just show how to execute the program or how to use the AI tools. For example, I have zero knowledge in computer networks. So how can I proceed? Okay, so such kind of way also we can. I tell to you. So I'll try to you so that you can also go ahead. Okay, even though if you are coming from mathematics or physics department, we can learn. We can simply, because we know the input and output. What is the expected outcome we know, so that we can arrive. Okay, we have a prompt. So nowadays the prompt engineering is there, right? We are prompting and giving to the AI, and the AI is giving the some programs. If it is not meeting our expectations, then we are going to change the prompt. That's it. So it's not a matter. Computer science can learn everyone, but to debug. So that's the major line. Debug means you are taking the program from outside and you are trying to fit it inside your application. So that knowledge, the integration. Okay. So that means integration. So the integration can be able to do it all. So for that alone, you need a computer science flow. Means programming knowledge flow. Anyway, mathematics skills enough right now for doing any applications. But a few errors we will get it right. So that to resolve that error, we need some experience or computer knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Myself, Dr. Sandeep Kumar, Department of Mathematics, Tech High Tech. My college all the papers, integrated courses, mathematics with MATLAB. So interested in computer science, so I'm there.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So that's what right now you can use Python instead of MATLAB. Yeah, so lots of libraries are there. So please slowly try to use Python. Maybe Python is there in the first year curriculum, right? Yeah, first year students are having the Python programming, so that you can also try to use. Thank you.
Sir, this is Dr. Shimbag Rajan from the Department of Physics, St. Joseph's College of Engineering. So we're using the same quantum lab for physics. So
Nice
that's
to
why
hear. Nice to hear you, sir. So right now the world is going towards quantum computing. Initially I said, right, we are using the thin computers. Maybe you are also have experience when you were doing BSc Physics, Mathematics. So that time we were having the Pascal, COBOL, Fortran, DBase. So to do this kind of programming language, we have initial days there is no Windows machine. So we have used Linux machine. So there will be one computer and lots of thick clients are there. We just type the program and the program will be executed in the server. Same scenario right now it's happening. Quantum computers are there in the cloud. So I'll always say that giants means Amazon is a giant, Google is a giant, Microsoft giant. We cannot able to create or use quantum computers. I don't know, but I have not seen the quantum computers. I remember they have quantum computers, but I don't know how many of them use quantum computers.
Still now it's not practically available.
Yeah.
In a research field it's going on. So it's quantum computing.
Yes. Still in theoretical, still we are in theoretical mode, but it's born from physics. I just learned some few things. Sit down.
Okay, thank you.
I'll just say something about the quantum computers. So how this is mandatory. So to implement deep learning, we need some better CPUs or GPU. Even I was doing PhD in anonymous team. So I have tried to implement machine learning. That time we need, the requirement was GPU systems. So we have asked department to provide the GPU machines. They have not given. So to do any deep learning program, you need a high capacity capable machines in terms of RAM. So that's why we are going for the GPUs. So you are telling about the quantum computers. Quantum computers is equivalent to 1,000 lakhs GPUs. Okay, so that's what I am telling. The giants having the quantum computers. Giants means only Amazon, Google, Microsoft companies are having the IBM, or they are having the quantum computers. We are not having the quantum computers. So we are just thin client. We are working on thin client. We have mobile phone or laptop. They have given one browser. That's what the keyboard. We are just prompting something in the browser, and the answer we are getting. Okay, if you want to integrate that AI with your programming language, I am telling to students or faculty members also. So students, in future you have to integrate the AI with your programs. So browser is different, and whatever right now we are using the ChatGPT in browser, that is different. That can be do by anyone. Even child, 4 years child, 4th standard children, 5th standard children, anybody can give their voice and get the response, right? But same thing, if it should be integrated into your program, import Java or Python program, that is what programmer needs to do. Okay, you have to integrate the AI. So to integrate with the AI, you have to spend some money. You have to go and buy some keys, API keys. Okay, so API, unless API keys are no AI is working right now. Only few open AIs are there, but still that is not giving the right output. But right now, Claude, if you want to use Claude, Gemini, or the ChatGPT, you have to pay something, get key, and then the key should be inside your program. So then the rest templates, I have given one program right here. So this is the program, basic program to fit any system, okay, any URL, any system. So this is the get request.get. You will get some response. Okay, suppose I have a data set in my machine. If I want to share with anyone, so you can hit my URL, for example, ruso.com/data. So that gives you the data, then you can hit and get the data. So this is the preliminary program for hitting and getting the data from the remote systems. Okay, remote systems. So in Java there are lots of procedures. Even right now I am using Java. I am working in Java domain. In Java there are lots of format procedures. Okay, but this is freehand. Directly go and execute. If any error, limited errors you will get it. That can be also easily solved through the Google or some other API. Okay, some other A. Okay, so how many of you completed this program? So instead of theoretical talk, I just always, not only this session, always I will go with program. That's why I have given one program initially. Writing program is our job. Okay, so that's why I have given one program. At least you just execute some program. So then you will feel okay. This won't forget in entire career. Okay, so if you execute one program, you will not forget in entire your career. This is very simple request. Okay, so I'll also give some theory or the life cycle, how, why, where we are. Okay, so right now I'm using response equal to request.get the URL, right? URL. There are lots of meanings inside. So request means it's an object which is there in, I have declared, right, import request. So that is the one library or the class. So the class is providing one method, get method, and inside the method you have to give https://API. This is the domain. Okay, so api.example.com/ the data. Data is the application or endpoint which is running inside one of the machine. api.example.com is one of the machine actually. So it has IP address 122.127.138.102. Some IP address will be there for the machine, host name, right? So for that host name, we are hitting using the protocol. So HTTP. So initially we used HTTP, now HTTPS. So this is also one of the protocol. So there are lots of programs for intrusion detection. There are lots of protocols out there. From any protocol, the attacks will be happening. Okay, so I'll give some little story. I experienced slowly. So when I was doing research in IIT Madras during 2007 to 2011, so my job is to implement the video conferencing system, video conference. Okay, through software. So that time we were using the Polycom machines. So after that, we were planning to create one software. So through Java, I have created. Okay. So to do that project, I have little time to show something. Okay. So on behalf of professor, so some India map is there, right? We have to create India map through the applet, and then I have to create an infrastructure pipeline. Means from Chennai to Bangalore, what is the Gbps network we need? Is it 100 Gbps or 10 Gbps or 1 Gbps? So through applet, I was trying to show the demo to the government, and accordingly the project will be sanctioned. Okay, so to do the applet program, I know, I have seen what are the vulnerabilities in applet. Right now, there is no applet program in the JDK 1.8 onwards. Right now, what is the version we are using? JDK Java version 1.26. So from 1.8 onwards, we don't have an applet. So what I'll tell you, what is the vulnerability in applet. So we can write one program, virus program in applet. So after clicking, so I have written one virus program. Okay, so once we click, once anybody clicks on my applet program, your entire C drive will be erased. So that's the vulnerable
1. Okay, so vulnerable 1. So that's the example of the FDP protocol. Okay, so I have done through TCP also, UDP also. There are lots of various level we are getting the threats. Okay, intruders will intrude in various levels. FDP is a application layer protocol, and if you come down, there is a TCP. The TCP is a transport layer protocol, and UDP is also translation protocol. So from that protocol also we will get some threats. Intruders will come and hit your machine. Okay. So as an intruder, intrusion detection system, we have to analyze all the protocols. Okay. So from where it's coming. Is it HTTP? The data is coming from HTTP protocol or TCP protocol. Get all the protocol data, and then you have to identify is it vulnerable or not, intruder or not. So anybody, did you execute this program? See, right now, writing program is not tough. Copy paste or ask Google, it will come, execute. If any error comes, again ask with Google or AI, it will give the right program, and then within 5 minutes. Okay. So there are lots of things happening around the world. Within 2 hours, the entire application is being created using the AI. Okay. So you have to go with that flow. Simply ask, if you have an AI, right, in your system, any AI, ask any AI. I need a Python program to hit the URL and get the response 200. Give me some sample program. You don't need to type the program. Simply ask Google, and then that will give you and execute. What is the environment is necessary? Python is necessary. Maybe you have a Python in your machine, so that according to the error, you are just going to update the libraries. That's it. That knowledge is enough. Okay, so if you are not able to do it, take a photocopy, and then I will move on to other program. So if you are having mobile phone, no, right? You don't have mobile phone? Is allowed? Inside campus, no, not allowed, right? Okay. So yeah, just to type it, and then later you just execute. Then anybody got the output? Or any doubts? So this is the first program for intrusion detection or computer network related. I am just giving you the URL and trying to hit the endpoint or end system, host system, and you are getting the response. Or write it in a notebook also. Completed? Okay. I'm just moving. Next slide. Okay, now coming to machine learning part. So machine learning, ordinary program will have only one flow or the if-else condition. That's not sufficient to take or implement the intrusion detection system. Okay, here learning is necessary. The ordinary program will execute the flow, you know the flow chart, right? Start from stop. Only one flow. But machine learning is not happening like that. There is a huge data. The data should be learned and segregated, classified. Okay, so these groups are, first you have to group, right? For example, a million or 100 crores people are there, or 100 crore data is there, or numbers are there. From there you have to find out So you can individually you cannot able to test it, right? First you have to some group divide classification, clustering classification. Then you just apply different algorithm to detect, right? So there are some algorithms are there for machine learning. So detecting malicious network packets using machine learning in Python typically follows a 4 workflows. One is data collection, that's the data set. Then feature extraction or pre-processing. So from there you just understand what format. Is it video format, it is audio format, how can we classify, how can we extract from out of that, how can we extract something. So that's what the extraction algorithm, feature extraction is there. Okay, first extraction, feature extraction is necessary for any sample, any machine learning program. And then create a model, okay, mathematical model should be created. So how we can create a model, training model, okay. So before predicting, we should have some model, right? Train, we have to train. On the fly we cannot say. Suppose there is one face detection system, I am just showing my face. It will be capture my face, but already pre-trained sets, data sets or samples should be compared with the right current face. So we need some training model, training data sets should be there, sample training samples. So that should be matched. Okay, any percentage of matching. Okay, so here completely mathematics, I understand. So modeling, machine learning, completely mathematics. Okay, so only they know the percentage of matching, okay, frequency. So lots of mathematics behind that, regression, linear regressions. Okay, so we will get only the username, sorry, class name, method name, we will use as it is, but behind the methods class, so lots of mathematics are there. Mathematical people will understand. And evaluation or inference. Inference means out of that what I observe. Okay, what I am going to evaluate. So whether it is belongs. So for example, I am giving lots of images, dog images, cat images, and some bird images. Out of that, I want to take the cat image. So how to do it? First, we have to classify. How many are the dogs? How many are cats? How many are birds? After classifications, then we have to compare or some score. Okay, so apply algorithm model. Then you have to find the score, and then if that image, the input image should be matched with this cluster or that cluster or this cluster. So according to the mathematics calculations, so modeling, and then we have to, that's what we call the score. Okay, score between this range and this range. Then this is belongs to dog cluster. This is belongs to birds. This is belongs to the cat. Like that, we can able to decide. Okay, finally decisions or inference evaluation. Okay, so here is a complete hands-on implementation using Scikit, Learn, and Pandas. So these are the two primary libraries, Scikit, Learn, and Pandas. So I'm just giving you one sample project. Okay, prepare the data sets. First, how do you prepare the data sets? So there will be some data always. Okay, for example, you are taking the data in your college. You have to take the data, students' data. Okay, students' data between 2010 to 2025. You have some registers that should be converted into digital data. It's now really possible. Okay, so those who are having or there in the position, higher position. So all the physical data easily converted into the logical data or the digital data. Just scan and get converted into digital data, put it in database or Excel sheet. Okay, so after that give it to A and ask who is the good performer between 2010 to 2026. automatically in 1 second it will give 3 answers or 1 or 2 answers. For doing this activity, usually college faculties will spend lots of time, right? During some NAC committee, lots of data are required. So all the AIs are helping to take the necessary data. Okay. So data sets first you have to create. In network security, standard public data sets NSL, ADD, these are all data sets. CIC, IDS 2017 or UNSW, NP15 are used. For this example, so I am telling the network detection data sets. So it cannot be easily get it. Okay. So only the premier institutions or specific companies, specific researchers are having these data, network data, right? This is network data. For this example, we will generate synthetic network traffic data set contains features common to packets log. For example, packet length, packet protocol, flag, payload size, flow duration. These are all the labels. Okay. Inside the data, there are lots of labels. Usually, if you have the label, easily find out the detection prevention. If you are not having the labels, then it's unstructured data. So there are some difference between structured data and unstructured data. This is column-wise is there, labels are there, easily able to give the data to machine learning algorithm and it will give the output. Okay. Next is so I have given one reference program, machine learning example.py. I'll show you the demo. Here is a complete hands-on implementation using Scikit, Learn and Pandas. So there are steps okay, to write the program or implement the machine learning program. Prepare the data set, data preprocessing, train the classifiers, evaluate the model performance, real-time packet classifiers. Okay. So this is the sample program. Okay. I have used Java, not a problem. So I'll start with Java, then I'll just combination. Okay. So I have a combination of program Java and Python. So what it is doing, this is this Java program. Training set size is 800. Testing set size is 200. Okay, out of data set. Training decision, we are using decision tree classifier algorithm. And then we are getting, during the model evaluation, we are getting 100% accuracy. So false positive 0, false negative 0. And then real-time packet inspection simulation during that time. TCP protocol I am using, port number 80, and the status is normal. In the packet TCP, there is another TCP protocol. I am using port number 22, and that is showing malicious. And the third one, UDP protocol. And UDP protocol, I am using port number 53530. So that is also normal. And another one is the TCP 443. 443 is a HTTPS protocol. So yeah, HTTPS means HTTPS using the underlying port number 443, and the status is normal. So only one malicious port is there. Okay, so I'll just quickly show the demo and show the program so that you'll understand. Yeah, this is it's open only. So this is a Java program. So first I have to create the structure. I just open it in the Visual Studio Code. create the machine learning example. Machine learning example. What class? Java. Packet table. Packet table detector. Okay, so this is the program. I am opening through IntelliJ IDE I have. So if I show it in Notepad, you will not be able to understand which from where opening closings are there. See, first there is right Java program, there is a class name, and the inside class I am creating one class. Okay, so this is the packet. Packet consists of length, protocol, source port, destination port, flag, payload size, malicious or not. And there is one constructor for storing all the data. So here I am creating one packet. And after that, I have one method, get feature vector. To find, there are some labels out there. Okay, so mathematical professors can able to understand these things. Length, protocol value, destination port, synchronized flag, payload size, and this is the get feature vector method. This is going to be called somewhere, and there is another class tree node. Okay, so there is one packet node and tree node. So tree node has some features. It has data structures, left, right, middle in the tree. So is it leaf node or not? If it is leaf node, then it is a null value. Then decision tree algorithm we are using. So right now everything is classes and methods. So if you go inside, it's all mathematics. But as a programmer, we will simply use the decision tree algorithm. Okay, so inside the decision tree, there is a root node, tree node, and the max depth. So this is a constructor. Then there will be one train method. So we are passing the training sets. Okay, so training sets will be in the form of packet. So packet is network packets will be given to training method. So inside the training method, we are training and giving the response. Tree node which will use to build the tree. Okay, so because it is the what is the algorithm is being used. So here we are using the decision tree. Okay, for decision tree algorithm, we are computing through tree structure. So we have to form the tree and then compute. Okay. So we are checking whether it is a malicious or not. If it is malicious, then we are returning true. If it is not malicious, we are returning the false. And there are some conditions: stop building if max depth reach data sets too small. Then for best split into the impurity. Okay, so this is the sample program. I'm trying to execute and show the output. Okay, just giving you what is inside the program. Prediction, that will be main program. Okay. Good talk. This is the main program. So first I am creating the network, traffic, and then this is what the data set. I am manually creating the data sets. So instead of taking the data set from outside, I am generating the sample data, 1000 sample data, which is there in the data sets, is in the form of object. The class name is network packets. Automatically I am creating the network packets and then this data set is given to the training center. During the training center, we are training the data, and then after training, we are doing the decision tree classifier algorithm. Okay, so after classifications, the classified data will be there in this model object. Then the model object given to then the model object given to predict method. So here we are sending the packets, okay, and it is comparing. It's here only we are predicting. Please understand this line. So this is the test data, and the test data is given to the model data, already modeled data, and comparing. If it is true, then it's a malicious. If it is false, it's not a malicious. Okay. Very simple example in Java program. Then we are computing some accuracy. We cannot able to simply decide in one case, right? So that's why we are counting false positive, false negative, correct prediction. We are counting three counters, and all three counters are average. Accuracy is going to be defined by the correct prediction divided by test data size into 100. You will get the accuracy, and then you can able to say this much accuracy I have. Based on that, we are deciding whether it is a false positive or negative or not. Okay. So in this way only the program means machine learning algorithm. This is the model. Okay, this is a flow or model. So in this model, the machine learning algorithm will be there. Okay, first feature is data sets, feature extraction, then model. Based on the model, we are just predicting and decide. Okay. Okay. So now coming to the FDP. So just comparing the algorithm, here lots of algorithm. I think you are not able to see. I'll just read out. There are lots of 5 algorithms, machine learning algorithms for intrusion detections. One is decision tree. Okay, decision tree algorithm. The other one is the random forest. Third one is the k nearest neighbor. Fourth one is the order boost, and fifth one is the support vector machines. I'll tell you for what purpose this algorithm is being used. Types: single tree. Decision tree is only one single tree, and random forest building extensible, and k nearest algorithm instance based, order boost extensible, and support vector is kernel margin classifier. Detecting accuracy among these 5, the order boost and support vector machines, random forest also high accuracy, giving high accuracy. Training speed, decision tree is fast, so all others are medium and slow, and the prediction speed, always decision tree is fast, and order boost also fast. In terms of high dimensionality data, decision tree is poor, and support vector is good, random forest is good. Large data sets, which algorithm handling the large data sets? So here a decision tree and the random forest is having able to handle large volume of data. Okay. So there are other attributes: risk, noise, interoperability, and balanced real-time feature scaling. Based on the parameters, we are taking the algorithm and we are applying to this program. Okay, it's very simple for our computer science people. There are lots of classes, objects are there. We can simply use the classes and objects directly. Okay, we don't need any mind or thinking. Behind the screen, all the mathematics happen. So only we are going to use the algorithm based on the scenarios. Then another example project I have, Python project. Using Python project, I am just showing you the network intrusion detection system happening, how the network detection system is happening. So the objective of this project is to build a network intrusion detection system that uses machine learning to detect and classify network intrusions. This system can help identifying malicious activities in the network traffic by analyzing the patterns and behaviors. By using data sets contains both normal and abnormal network traffic. So in data sets, it will be having both. Earlier I have given one example, right? In data sets, dog data will be there, cat data will be there, and birds data will be there. Among that, we have to check which belongs to cat. Okay, if one image is coming to you as an input, you have to find out this image belongs to cat category or dog category or bird category. Similar to this, there is a data sets, and among that abnormal traffic, network traffic, and normal traffic will be there. So malicious packets will be there, non-malicious packets will be there. Okay. So we have to classify and then categorize, compare. Okay. So here also there are data sets given: KDD, NSL, KDD, CICD, yes 2017. Okay. So again, same example I am repeating again. Data collection, pre-processing you have to do. During that time, what are the things we are doing? Data cleaning, feature engineering, data normalization, data splitting. Okay. So again, if I clearly say what is data pre-processing means, for example, you are taking the image, photos. You are going for the picnic and you are taking the photo. Okay. After coming to your home, you will see all the photos, right? What are the photos are good? What are the photos are bad? How do you say it is bad? Some blurred, right? Blurred images. You are deleting. Similarly, during the data collection pre-processing, if it is not matched for except for this process, then you are removing, normalizing or removing the data. That's what the normalization or data pre-processing will do. Okay. During this process, you are removing unwanted things, unwanted data. Then you are creating a model, selection and training. Then you have a model. There are model means it's a standard program algorithm, mathematical model. Okay. So that algorithm. Okay. Random forest, decision tree, regression, logistic regression, name based. Support vector machines. These are all model. So you know the model. If you give input to one side, what is the expected output through this model? So mathematics people will know the flow from input to output. But as a computer science students, we know only the expected what is input, what is the expected output. So based on the expected output, you have to select which model is required for this particular problem. Okay, so then you will give the data sets to this model, and this will be give the score. Okay, based on the score, you are going to evaluate. Then feature selections. Use methods like recursive feature elimination or feature importance from random forest to select most impactful features, improving the model performance. So, some models, there are fine tunes, right? For any management or activities or government, anything, any activities, there will be fine tuning happening. After first stage, there will be fine tune happening. So, in the fine tune called feature selections or performance improvement. Okay, so from whatever after model, we are fine tuning again, and then we are training again. So yeah, the next one is the intrusion detection classifications. Okay, so real time classification, batch processing, confusion matrix, and then result and analysis. So finally, we are showing the result, whether it is prediction or not, detecting the intrusion process and display the output. Result display and analysis. Okay, so intrusion class display, performance matrix display. Yeah, it's repeated. Yeah, then so this is the flow actually. Okay, I don't have time to explain in mathematical way, but I have given the flow methods. What are the levels are there end to end and how to do it. The next one is so far we have learned intrusion detection. What about the prevention? What about the prevention? But still you are confused. Lots of students may be confused and other faculty members, if you are not having the computer networks related knowledge, still confused. Okay, I'll just tell you again. You assume that a network, assume that you may easily think about the network in mathematics. Nodes are called network, but you assume that lots of systems. Okay, lakhs and lakhs of systems. Each and every system will be connected with one type of network, whether it will be LAN or lots of network type is there, right? So all are connected with the switches. So every corners, there will be, if you have the internet here, so there will be one switches every point. So every place, they will install the switches. All the systems are connected with the switch. So that is the star kind of network. And the switches are connected in the routers. Okay, routers are connected with the other external router. So in the intrusion detection algorithm, we have to install it router. So inside the router, we have to install it. Any program, either Python or any program can be used, but it should be installed in the router. Okay. So this is what the IDS. IDS, what is the purpose of IDS? It's anomaly detection. Okay. So anomal behavior. It is going to detect anomal behavior. Okay. Malicious behavior. Malicious packet is going to be identified through the detection, intrusion detection. Okay. The second part is prevention. So how do we prevent the malicious activity? For that also we have some standard procedures. Okay, so in I already said that, right? The host level. Host level means IP address level. IP address level, we can identify whether this is malicious system or not. So in my old flow, see here, there is a attacker, internet, and firewall, switch, web server. Okay, so in either in switch or router, we will deploy the intrusion detection algorithm. But usually firewall can be used the prevention. There is in firewall also we will write one policies. Okay, so if you get the packets from this IP address, don't receive it, just neglect. Prevent means before experiencing before affect, we will see the header. If the header is coming from this system, you will neglect it, avoid it, don't accept. So that is the network prevention. Okay. So I'm just having some programs in my local. I'll just execute and show the output to you for network detection and prevention. So initially, I have started with cyber security. I have few programs, cryptography example. That's the first program I have given to you, but you have not executed. No issues. Request example. Request example, I will just show you one by one in Notepad, so that only it will be text will be readable. Show more option. Open. Right click. Open in Notepad. See, simple program. Already I have shown you. There is one request.getK. So you will get the response code and then you will print it. Okay. So this is the simple program. You need to execute the right. So I have a command prompt. I have to go inside the cyber security folder. It's under IDS program. CD cyber security. I'm just running the program directly, whatever I have. The first program is request.example. py space request.example.py. I'm executing. Failed to resolve dummyjson.com. For example, caused by name resolution. I'm using port number 443. See, I have executed, but I am getting the error. I'll tell you the error, why I am getting the error. Okay, so when I was using my network, I could able to execute. So the college network is restricting the program. The call is not happening outside. Forget errors. Okay. The above exception was direct cause of the following exception. Traceback. I am not able to hit the outside URL, so that's why I am getting this error. No issues. I will show you one by one. Okay. Then second one is the port scan. So in my port, what are the ports are good? What are the ports are malicious? Okay. So there will be one program, right, for port scan. So the same port scan can be executed. I'll show you the code inside what is written. Open. Okay. Open with the Notepad. So here the socket library is being used for port scan. Okay. So for example, this is my IP address. I'm just, what is 127.0.1? It denotes the local system, local IP address. So I'm just scan local host port 2225. Okay, I'm just scanning 5 ports using this scan ports. So this is the method is going to be called. So during this method, I'm just hitting and checking whether the port is working fine or not. Running the port scan. Scanning 127. 4 ports are scanned. Nothing is vulnerable. This is port scanning. Another program is cryptography. Okay. So what cryptography? I'll just open and show you. Notepad. So cryptography means encryption and decryption. Okay. So generate a key first. There is one cipher. There is one key. After key is generated, I am just encrypting. Okay. I am encrypting the. Sorry. Format dot generate key. First I am generating the key, and then that key is cipher encryption. Yeah, that is the encryption key. Okay. First I am creating the encryption key, and then I am encrypting and decrypting the message. So message is, this is the message. Okay. Secure message is a message. For example, I am changing this code into RMK Engineering College or MK Engineering College. So this message should be encrypted and decrypted. And just saving and then executing, you can able to see how it is encrypted and decrypted. The program is cryptography. Cryptography example. See here, the key is lengthy key. This is the key, and this is the encrypted value, encrypted text, and the decrypted is RMK Engineering College. Okay, original text you will get. This is also one of the cryptography program, and then SCAPI example. Okay, so what SCAPI example will do, I'm just opening and showing you. So this is the also cryptography utility program, which will build simple ICMP packet. Okay, so this is the IP address. Do you know anybody? What is this? 8.8.8.8. Which IP address? Which DNS of this? Google. Okay. Google has the IP address 8.8.8.8. Always we can hit and check. So here what I am doing, I am building the ICMP packet and then checking whether I am getting any replay or not from this destination. So this is a target endpoint or Google endpoint. I am hitting and checking whether I am getting the replay from Google or not using this program. Okay, so the program name is SCAPI. PY space SCAPI example.py. So beginning emission. Warning, MAC address to reach destination not found. Using broadcast. Finished sending 1 packet. Received 2 packets. Got 0 answer. Remaining 1 packet. No response received. So the problem is, whatever the packet I am sending to Google, your institution is not allowing me to send go out. So that's why I am getting no response. So your network firewall is blocking my request. It's not allowing me to go outside. And then, so this is one of the examples to feed the outside world. And the other one is the parameter example. POI parameter example. So this is also showing the socket error. This is due to the organization firewall. Okay. So for my network it was working fine. There is a problem with the host name and the port. Okay. Now coming to the other program, I have one Claude program. Okay. So here what I have done, I have a data set. So that two data sets I have trained the model. Okay. I'll just show you the data sets first. 1 minute. See, listen everyone, I'm always telling data set, right? So please see the data sets, it's in the form of CSV file or Excel file, okay? I'm just opening Microsoft Excel. See, this is what the data sets. There are lots of data inside with the label duration, protocol, service, flag, source bytes, destination bytes, land, wrong flag, urgent. There are labels. Okay. So using these labels, we can identify whether this is malicious code or malicious packet or not. Okay. So this, see the rows, number of rows, 15,000 rows are there, 15,000 records are there. It's very difficult to detect or take the decision from the 15,000 records. Okay, so that's why we are going with the machine learning. So, what is our objective? From this data, we have to find out, detect. Okay, this packet is malicious packet or not. So, intrusion detection algorithm we have to apply here. This is, they are saying, KDD data sets. Okay, KDD data sets. This data set should be given inside the program. Okay, the program name is generate NSL KDD style CSV IDS YAML Python. Okay, I'm just executing those two programs. KDB. Inside, I have to execute the program IDS YAML py space IDS YAML pipeline. So this is the program. What it is doing, listen carefully, loading real data set from NSL.KDD.CSV file. So initially what it is doing, this is the data sets. The program is taking the data set from the NSL.KDD and it is shaping. Data set is shaped. Data set is shaped. How many rows we have seen? 15,000 rows we have seen, right? So after that, normal packets are 7,978, attack packets are 7022. These are all data sets, we are classifying. Okay. And name, count, data type is, name is count and data type is integer 64. We are applying the here in this example we are applying all 5 algorithms. We are just comparing all the algorithms. Okay, how the accuracy we are getting from each and every algorithm. First we are using decision tree, then random forest, then k nearest neighbor, and auto boost support vector missions. So accuracy is giving, random forest is giving 1. Okay, 1 means 100% accuracy. Support vector is 100%. Auto boost is also 100% accuracy. But the same data sets is given in the k nearest neighbor. It's giving 0.99, means 99% we are getting accuracy. Okay, precision score, same. First three having, all three having 100% precision. And recall is also having 100%. F1 score is having 100%. First for three. ROC, AUC 100%. Training time and prediction time. Okay. So by comparing all these three, the first three algorithms are very fast and accurate. Okay. Yeah, very fast means the decision tree is only the fast, but accuracy wise, the random forest, support vector are both the best. Okay, model comparison result is stored in the CSV file, and short confusion matrix also prepared. This is the comparison chart. Okay, so all the algorithms scores are compared and shown here. Accuracy, precision, recall, effort score. So similarly, you have to take one data set, apply all algorithms and try to get it. Okay. So I'll give you small exercise. Last 15 minutes. Just try this example. IDS ML pipeline. Okay, maybe you don't have, you're not able to execute lengthy program. Can you please get this program from? Can you please get this program from Google and show some output? You just search it in Google. Intrusion Detection Program. Get some example program from Google and execute and show output. Do it. Just open your laptop. Whatever I am doing, just go ahead. See, our ultimate aim is to implement the intrusion detection system using machine learning. Okay, so do you have any AI tool? Take any AI tool or whatever I have, you just use it. So I am having the Gemini AI. So here I am just trying to ask few prompts. First thing, you just ask machine learning implementation. Machine learning implementation. Just use any prompt, okay? But machine learning implementation in intrusion detection system. Intrusion detection system. Just give a prompt. Give a prompt to Gemini or any other AI. I have a growth AI. Whatever the AI is working, just ask. So I'm not having internet. Sir, my internet is not working. Can you please tell me? Internet is not working.
So connecting Wi-Fi.
Through cable. Or you just connect to. So take any, I'm just using Gemini AI. If it is working fine, then we'll go with that. I'm just repeating this from machine learning implementation or intrusion detection system using machine learning in Python. Change the prompt, control X, intrusion detection system, implementation, intrusion detection system implementation using machine learning in Python. So it will give you the code. Group. I'm also asking the group A. Whatever the A is giving the code, we will go with that. Okay. So everything will work. So for me, a group is working. If Gemini is working, go ahead. Or type group A. So here it's giving intrusion detection system using machine learning in Python. So a practical supervised ML-based network IDS classifier network connection as normal or attack. So again it is giving NSDL KDD datasets. We already have seen this example. Improved version KDD top 99 that removes redundant records. So in this session I will tell you how to efficiently use the AI tools and how can we improve our application, or how can we build the application using the AI. Okay. So by keep on connecting with the AI and we will build the application. Key components we have to use KDD train.text. Dataset sits in the form of text file. So earlier we have seen the datasets is in the form of CSV file, but during this flow, it is giving as a text file. So pre-processing encode categorical features, scale numerical features, map labels, models, random forest they are using, but the options X, G, Boost, SPM, KNN or simple neural network. Evaluation, accuracy, precision, recall, FN score, confusion, matrix, important because class imbalance. Okay, so it's giving suggestion. Directly also you can execute the program, but it needs some installation. Yeah, required. So, how many of you got this page? Raise your hands. How many of you got this page? Whatever you are getting, you just go with that. How many of you using Grok? Raise your hands. Grok. Search in laptop, type Grok and take the page. Are you getting this page? So, it is asking me to install Pandas, NumPy, Scikit-learn, Matplotlib, Seaborn, JobDev. There are 5 to 6 libraries need to install. Shall we install? Take the command prompt. So this is the command prompt. I am just trying to execute. So just copy. Okay, leave it. Take only this line. So I am trying to install Pandas, NumPy, Scikit-learn, Matplot, Seaborn, Joblib. So once it's installed, complete implementation binary classifications. There is one more program for binary classification. Okay. So see, this is the columns. These are the labels, which is there. I have shown you one Excel sheet, right? Similar to that, there are some labels out there: duration, protocol type, service. These are the columns, are there in the data sets. And so this is the, it's reading the text file, and this is the attack file, attack packets, labels. Okay, so this is the feature preparation, processing pipeline, model pipeline, random forest they are using, training, evaluation, save model. Okay, till this, so we will see whether we are getting this output or not. They are using random forest algorithm, exposed, light, GBM, SCM, simple, DNM. So first you should know how to execute this program. Alternate model, drop in replacement. Okay. So you can use either any one of the model. Deep learning option is also there. You can use TensorFlow. Okay, so right now we'll take the first program and try to execute. To execute this program, we need a text file. Okay, we'll see. I'm just copying. How many of you following? How many of you are following? So I just copied the program and go to or take the notepad. I have a notepad. File new, tab, copy paste. Then save it in some location. I am having one location. I'll create one folder in any one of the. I am having one location folder. In the security IDS program, creating one program, creating one folder, demo 2. So inside demo 2, I have to save this program. Save as. IDS. Okay. IDS demo 2 dot py. Save it. How many have you done? Just copy paste in notepad and save it in the location. He is asking to download the data set from this location. I don't know whether your organization firewall will allow or not. Anyway, I'm just trying to hit and see. I'm just copying the URL and trying to keep it in this browser. Yeah, it's giving KDE dataset, text file, full NSD, and everything that I type. CSV file. Nowhere is download program. Data sets, under data sets only we are here. IoT data set, IDS data sets, both IDS data sets, IPS, IDS, AWS, intrusion detection evaluation data sets, DDoS attack, intrusion detection evaluation data sets. Go to here. Network traffic analysis, the result of network traffic analysis. No, it's not good. CSV file, no Excel, .ca. Did you get any download this data set? Or it is asking details. Okay, no need. But this is not giving right. Leave it, no issues. It's just simply execute the program. Anyway, it will throw the error. It won't be, because we need the file name. Read CSV file, right? CSV file. This is taking from the text file. We'll change the text file into CSV file later, okay? So already I have a CSV file, but they are using text file. We'll try. In the KND data sets, I have one. It's Excel file. In the KDD pipeline. We save the CSV file. Read the same program. They are asking to take the text file only, but the path is like this. Similarly, we will use this file and then we will see. Okay, so if the CSV file is not there, you just use this CSV file. I am trying to show you the demo on the fly so that you will follow how to connect with the EA and then how to implement intrusion detection algorithm. Okay, so I just copied this file and put it in the demo 2. And this file also should be saved. Controls save as EA. Demo 2 dot py. Done. Now go to that particular directory. cd dot. So my folder name is demo 2, right? Demo 1, demo 2. So once go inside, so there is one program. IDS YAML. Oh, inside how it's copied. Demo 2, right? Okay. This is the one. demo 2 should be copied. .py. You want to replace? Yes. It's there in the machine learning example. Inside machine learning example. Okay, it should be there in the demo 2. Ideas demo 2.py. How many of you saved in particular folder? Okay, so I have saved, and then I am running demo 2 py space inside demo 2 I have ideas demo 2. So if it shows the error of txt file, then we will change the file name. There are some errors similar to txt file only. Okay, so we will try to change the file name. In place of this place, just change it into delete. So here only we are providing the data sets. Data sets already in the form of CSV file. It is NSL KDD underscore KDD. NSL underscore KDD dot CSV. Same name, use it in this place also. Yes, sir. Again, yes. Radius, space, radius pipeline. Okay, so whatever the group is given, so that needs these text file, but whatever already I have given to you, so that is that program is working fine. Okay, I am again telling you, already I have shown this program. So you have to take the data set and then you have to apply different algorithms. This is kind of comparing all the algorithms for one data set with the accuracy, precision, recall, FM score, ROC, train time. By comparing all these, we can say which is best for which condition. Okay, so this is one demo. So we make no issues. I'll go for another demo. So now we'll see the prevention. So far we have seen ideas detection. Shall we see how to prevent the intrusion? So I'm just ask the group, give me Java program to prevent the intrusion. Okay. My prompt is correct. Similarly, you just try to give the prompt to Grok A or Gemini A, no issues. But now I am just trying the Java program. Give me the Java program to prevent the intrusion. So prevent means before coming to the packets inside the machine, we are preventing. Okay. So we'll see what kind of program it's giving. it's giving one program how to compile and run. It's very simple. First you have to give JavaScript file name.java. Then you have to give the port number. So in the main program you are getting the port number and you are setting to the port number to Intrusion Prevention System. So through port number you are preventing. I'll just explain this program. First of all, I'm just directly copying and executing and showing the program, showing the output. There is a 8080 port number, right? Which is being commonly used by browser or server. So server port is going to be scanned and then we will prevent. I'm just taking one text file, notepad. The file name should be the class name. In Java, the file name should be the class name. Intrusion Prevention System. Copy this class, save it inside the demo2 dot Java. Save. I'm just going to take the command from JavaScript intrusion detection. Intrusion prevention system right now. So prevention is taken care by the port and detection is taken care through the data sets. Okay. So we'll see the output. Java intrusion detection port number 8080. Could not start IPS intrusion prevention system. The address already in use. So 8080 is used by some port number. Can we give some other port number? 80 is monitoring rate limit violation, blacklist IPs, malicious payload. Intrusion detection system started on port 80. It's keep on monitoring for rate limit violation. Rate limit means how many packets arriving through our server. Out of that, how many black IPs, blacklist IPs, and malicious payload. So these are the three parameters to identify prevention system. Okay, so for prevention system, we are finding out how many packets coming outside from our server. Please understand? Please understand, everyone, please understand. Suppose you are creating one application, web application, that has the port number. Any application should have a port number. So that application should be protected first. The application should be protected, prevented from the external systems. Okay, suppose your application is running in port number 80 and you have to monitor always the port number 80. Somebody will hit many requests per second. What will be the happen? What will happen? Many requests per second. Lakhs and lakhs of requests is coming to you. Will you be able to handle? No. Your system will be down. That's also one of the attack. Okay. To prevent that attack, you have to set the rate limit in your server. How many rates, how many requests you can able to handle per second. Okay, that you have to set it. Beyond that limit, if you receive, then you should avoid. That is the brute force attack. That is one of the brute force attack. So this program is monitoring the rate limit violation. And one more thing, the other parameter is blacklisted IPs. Blacklisted IPs means there are some IPs who are blacklisted. Okay, so already publicly available blacklist IPs are there. That you have to keep it in your database. Otherwise, from your learning, past experience, you may see some blacklisted IP address. Keep it in the database and then keep on watch whether you are receiving any packet from the blacklisted IPs or not. So if you are receiving, then you have to stop it. And similarly, malicious payload. So inside the payload, there will be virus program will be coming. So any packet structure, payload will be there, right? In computer networks. Did you first of all did you study computer networks? Nobody studied computer networks. Okay. So yeah, that's the problem. Okay. So computer networks now you have protocols. For every protocol there will be structure. Protocol name, protocol version, and the headers, source address, destination address, and at the last there will be payload. So inside payload they can be able to send anything, text, video, audio, anything. If they send some exe inside the payload, then that's a problem. Exe file, APK file, jar files, executable files always danger one. Okay, so that is also should be monitored in the port and itself. So that's what this program is keep on monitoring. This is normal. In my laptop is normal laptop. I am not running any server here. So there is no chance of packets arriving from outside. That's why it's showing simply monitoring for rate limit violation, blacklisted IPs. Okay, so because it's a loop, so keep on listening that port number. Nothing is coming out from outside. So it is not taking any decision. If it comes from outside anything, it will show or it will stop. Okay, so we'll see one time the program also. Inside the intrusion detection class, we'll see what is inside. We are having port number 8080 and maximum connection is 10. So usually the application request per second having the 10 requests. But this kind of issues I have faced 2-3 days before for my application. So all the requests are failed when they hit many requests per second. It accepts only 10 requests per second. Beyond 10 requests, it is not accepted. So we have increased. But this time we are keeping 10 requests per session. Time window 60,000. Maximum attempts 5 times maximum failed attempt. Failed attempt means retry. Okay. Suppose what is meant by retry? Listen everyone. What is meant by retry? In computer networks, there will be one request always happen to the server. Server will respond back. So if the server is not respond back, we will retry again. If I retry again and again endlessly, what the server will do, server will be hanged. Means for every request, server should allocate some memory for my request. For example, I am requesting one time, server is allocating 1 MB for my request. random access memory. Do you know what is random access memory, right? So in the random access memory, it is allocating one MB for my request. So if I keep on sending request without response, every 1 MB is occupied for my request. Similarly, if I send 1 lakh request to the server, 1 lakh MB is occupied. So server may be hanged. To avoid that, we have to set the maximum gateway out. So in this program, maximum gateway is 5. And then I already told you blacklist. So either blacklist can be stored in the database or some kind of data structure. So here the data structure is concurrent hash map. In the concurrent hash map, we are keeping all the blacklist IP address. Okay. So with this, I'm just stopping my session. So maybe you may have some knowledge on intrusion detection system. So my advice is always study along with the program. Study along with the program. See, for my understanding, theoretically I will not understand properly. That's my disadvantage. Okay, if somebody talks 1 hour, I will not understand. If they show the program, I will quickly observe. So different personality will be there. From initial days onwards, if I see the program, one page details easily can be understandable by 1 or 2 lines of code. Okay, so such a kind of things you have to do it. Okay, so by seeing the code, you have to understand. Okay, thank you so much. With this, I'm stopping. Thank HOD sir and Dharani madam, Raja sir, for giving me the wonderful opportunity.